Good evening, everybody. EV Darrell coming back with you. So, today is Sunday, March 9th, 2025. And I want to do a little charger chat with you tonight because I don't know, you can't really see, but I'm sitting here at a charger, grabbing a little bit of charge, and had a couple thoughts come to mind. I haven't talked to you guys face to face in a while, but one of the things that came to mind, even though, let me catch up to people who haven't seen this before. We are currently in South Florida with our 2024 Model Y Tesla, spending the winter in Florida, off and on, back and forth. We've been down here a couple months. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to start closing up shop slowly down here in Florida, and probably by the end of March, we'll be back in Illinois. But the first thought that came to mind was Tuesday, March 11th, will be 2 years that we have owned my 2023 Chevrolet Bolt 1LT. We got 43,329 miles on it. It's been sitting in the garage a lot back in Illinois because we're here. My daughters haven't driven it much. It was in the shop. Some of you may or may not know this. Since November, one of my daughters used it. A deer ran out, hit a deer, had a lot of damage. It was in the shop for a exorbitant amount of time. They had to order parts from other countries, and I don't want to rehash old issues. But basically, the first year while I was driving for Uber a lot, I put 30,000 miles on the car the first year. It looks like we're only going to have, obviously, it's sitting at home in a garage. I'm only going to have 13,500 or whatever this year put on the car. So there was a lot of out of commission time this year. Mainly, we were spending more time in Florida. The kids weren't needing my car. It was in the shop with the car versus deer crash. So I kind of wanted to do a 2-year review of the Bolt and kind of catch people up. So this whole little charger chat's going to be, I'm going to try to keep it to about a 10-minute talk so that it doesn't get too boring. But I want to let people know we love the Chevy Bolt. It's a fantastic car. We love to drive it. I thoroughly enjoy how comfortable it is to ride in. It has so many pluses. 2 years in, I should be able to give you a overall view of my opinion. Now, I don't have any updated pictures. I don't have any updated anything because I'm in South Florida and my car's in Illinois. But what I wanted to tell you is the car is still very fun to drive. And this come full circle. The only issue that we can think of is supercharging or DC fast charging or level 3 charging, whatever you want to call it. The Bolt, like I said, a couple of times on the way to Florida, I was able to get 56 kilowatts for a split second. Literally, then back to 55, 54. It can't handle fast charging. But I don't need it to do that. At my house in Illinois, we have a level 2 charger. I go to bed, it charges overnight. It's raring to go every day. I could do that 7 days a week if I wanted to. Electricity is cheap. So it's dirt cheap to drive. I was trying to think of what my miles per kilowatt were, and I think I have been averaging lifetime 4.5 miles per kilowatt, which is really, really good. Really good. I drive it everywhere all the time. Whenever I need to, wherever we need to do. So basically, it's pretty simple. We love it as much today as we did 2 years ago. that car is a keeper. And now, unless I can upgrade to something else, it's paid for. It's virtually, what did we figure out, like 3 cents a mile cost. I mean, it's like one of the cheapest cars, if not the cheapest car to drive. So that's a no-brainer. Okay? So that's kind of what I wanted to just update you on. The 2-year, it's not really a 2-year review because I'm not home. After I get home and I start driving it around a little bit, I will do a more comprehensive, update, but it won't be right at the 2-year mark like on Tuesday. So in a nutshell, we like it. It's just as fun today as it was 2 years ago. Now, the second thing I wanted to talk about was the 2024 Model Y that we bought late June last year. Okay, we're not quite 9 months. We've had it, well, today's the 9th, probably another 2 weeks from now, 2.5 weeks, it'll be 9 months. We currently have driven 21,262 miles on it this year. We'll probably be at, if I had to guess, we'll probably be around the 27,000 mile mark, 28,000 mile mark when we come up on a year. Maybe 30,000. I don't know. We got 3 months to go. And looking at it that way, we've got 21,000 miles on it in 9 months. That's 7,000 every 3 months. Are we going to put another 7,000 on it in 3 months, which will take us to almost 29,000 miles? I don't know. This car, again, as I've said for both of our cars, until I get 250,000 miles on them, I'm not going to be able to tell you that this is a better car than my Prius or some of the cars that we've had that were really good cars in our past. But right now, all the hype, this has far, far, far exceeded my expectations. It is more of a sports car than I thought it was. It's more of a luxury car than I had thought that they were. It's just more car than what I really had before I started researching Teslas years ago. And I've called it several times. It's a computer on wheels. That's what it is. But every time I get an update, the car gets better. That's what we like about it. That's the whole idea. So those are the kind of things that we, and I like doing reviews, and I'll do a 1-year review in 3 months on this where, we'll go over like scratches or chips or issues that we have. But I basically wanted to update you guys that, here we are sitting here with 21,262, and it's gotten better than it got 9 months ago because we've had update after update after update. Usually while I sleep, the car updates because I schedule it for 2 a.m. to update while I'm sleeping. So it does everything we want it to do and then some. Do I wish that it had 900 miles of range? Absolutely. Everybody says that. What I get, what was it, 308, I think, when it was brand new, or 302. I'll have to look at the sheet. Again, that's back in Illinois, my purchase sheet. You don't want to charge it to 100% because lithium-ion batteries don't like that. So 80% of 300 is what, 260? So you keep it around 260 miles, and in-town driving, you'll get all of that and then some. It's interstate driving that you will drive, you'll get less. So to give you a recap, in the 21,262, we have used 5,654 kilowatt hours, or we've averaged 266 watt hours per mile. Okay? I'll change that to miles per kilowatt, which people like. Okay? So, let me get out of here. Thanks again. Thanks for spending 10 minutes with me on a little Charger chat. If you guys enjoy these, maybe we'll do some more of them. All right? So, stay safe, and God bless.